Welcome to your Monday. I'm Jay Cleveland Payne, aka your Mr. Monday, and the script Creative Motivation and Inspiration was originally published on May the 10th, 2021. The original message goes as follows. Regardless of how great you design an escape plan, it will fail if you're outlining it while being watched by your captors. You need cunning and stealth in planning and execution. So going deeper into this message, this is essentially a stream of consciousness going forward for the past couple of weeks, dealing with actual things that are business related processes. This is something that was being worked up in a business project I was working on, and these ideas as different pieces popped up as pieces that could translate well to life stuff, if you will. But this is basically coming out of business plan where originally the whole plot of this idea was simply having a great plan doesn't work out if the people you're playing against are literally watching you play the plan out. You can't win if they are seeing what your game plan is. If the other team, using sports analogies, you do those a lot, if this other team actually sees you draw the play in the dirt, doesn't matter if you're making it up on, at that moment, or if it's something you had planned a long time ago. If they can see you showing how the plan is supposed to work, they can build a defense for that just as quickly as you come up with a great idea. So while the word escape plan is what we're using to basically put the metaphor together, it's essentially anything you want to do going forward that is different from what you're doing right now. So let's use this in a more familiar or more relationship type thing. If you have a plan to change your lifestyle, do something simple. And this isn't just I'm leaving a person and this is how I'm going to figure it out. This is just something as simple as you want to change the time that you're going to do other things and free up some free time for yourself that you'd usually spend with someone else because you want to work on your own improvement. You are looking to go to the gym more. You're looking to eat healthier. So that means getting to the store and buying things and cooking things. You're looking to take a new class to learn something. So that means figuring out time to maybe commute or paying for it and setting up quiet time remotely, since we do all these things remotely now. Regardless of how well you want to make something happen, if you are showing your cards and showing people what it is you're trying to plan to do, to plan around your changes, and they are against you changing, like really against you changing, while that is an issue on itself, if they are afraid of you changing being something that was going to affect them, they will find ways to sabotage it anyway. But it's a whole lot easier to sabotage your efforts if they see it coming. Now, if you are good enough in a relationship and you have those conversations at a time and make sure they know that you are going to do something different, then you're doing something different and you're making a plan together to make things work. If you're trying to do something on your own, trying to squeeze out a little bit extra time so that you can do something, maybe it's actually for improvement for them. You're improving yourself for them as a general improvement in life or as a surprise. You have to make sure that you work your magic to make this extra time available, makes this extra resources available without bringing up suspicions and having them trying to look and figure out what the actual game plan is. You may be working on some sort of project and you need to be going out separately from the person because it's a surprise for them. And you have to work your plan to escape away from them so they don't find out without them being suspicious. This isn't all necessarily about running away from something or getting out of something, but it is a plan for dealing with people. Regardless of how well that you think you're setting a good plan, if someone is watching you do it, it won't be successful. Think about your kids when they're trying to plot something on their own and they don't realize that you can see, hear, do what's going on. As I say often, my now 9-year-old daughter still shuts her eyes and thinks she's invisible. And obviously that just means she can't see me because her eyes are shut, but we can still see her doing what she's doing. You have to really put some effort into your game plan, put some great planning into it, and put some stealth into it to really make it work out. Do not use these powers for ill, use these powers for good or to actually escape some ill if that makes a difference. But remember, this is not so much about just getting an escape plan in place, making sure that the plan is actually going to work and not tipping your hand and literally giving the plan away to those who would try to stop you. Regardless of how great you design an escape plan, it will fail if you are outlining it while being watched by your captors. You need cunning and stealth in planning and execution. This original message was published on May the 10th, 2021 from Welcome to Your Monday. For more messages like this one, plus books, merchandise, and other information related to this project, visit your website, welcometoyourmonday.com.